I want us to think today about the idea of perspective. And we're going to look at it from a couple of perspectives, funnily enough, and have just some thinking time about what they mean and how we can use it to help us think about the world and think about ourselves, I guess, to be honest. So, one of the things that I often think about if I'm thinking about different perspectives on things is the way we see things. And there was very famously in the last few years in the press a lot about a dress that I think was black and blue, and some people saw it as white and gold. So there was a reality in what it was, but people were perceiving it in different ways. So have a look at the following, which you certainly could perceive in different ways. What do you see here with this? Have a little look. And what do you see first is the question there. Did you see the old people? And then did you look for something different? Because obviously you know there's something hidden there. Did you see the two musicians? Can you see a vase in the middle? There's actually three different things that you could be focusing on. And can you flip from one to the other in your head? What about this one? Do you see a portrait of an elderly gentleman with his hand grasping his lapel? Or do you see a sort of street scene with two people and a sleepy dog? This one is quite a well-known one because if you Google it and have a closer look, you'll see that there's all sorts of hidden faces in it that you can look for. Very interesting picture. What about this one? I suspect that your brain is telling you that you know, because you've seen this kind of thing before, that regardless of what you see, those people are the same size. And that is actually true. It's a room that's been constructed that you can visit, and the way that the shading has been done in the room and the way that the perspective has been put together gives this particular kind of illusion. This one I included because it's more of a sort of natural phenomena, really, and it is just quite simply the moon. And scientists do note that when the moon is closer to the horizon, it appears to be bigger. And when obviously it's further up in the sky, it appears to be smaller. That's quite an interesting fact that's natural and kind of occurs not every day, but the moon's there every day. What about this one? This is a more mathematical one. Have a little look. I'm not sure how that comes across on a big screen. If you're interested in this kind of thing, have a look at it on a smaller screen. And when you sort of lose yourself in it, it does actually make me feel quite queasy. And again, I suspect that your brains are telling you, because you've seen this kind of thing before, that those oblique lines, the long lines, are actually parallel. But what happens is that the horizontal and vertical short lines that are put on that disrupt your vision, and so it looks different. So that's looking at different kind of optical illusions. The other aspect to perspective, I'm going to come on to a second, is people's perspectives of us. But let's just stay with this a minute and have a little think about the fact that often what we perceive we take as reality. There's a little saying about perception is all, and what that means is that how we perceive things as human beings we take as reality, like that dress that we were talking about at the start, like these optical illusions. Now, with an optical illusion, we know that there's a bit of a trick in there somewhere, and we know that it isn't real, the effect isn't real. But I often talk to students who really see a situation, perhaps it's a friendship situation, in one particular way. And yet, from my point of view, I can see it in a different way. So it's really important to think about the fact that different people can see the same thing in different ways. And unless we talk, and unless we're open to the possibility of things maybe having a different interpretation, then we can be quite hard and fast, dogmatic, go down a particular route when the reality may not be the way that we see it. So have a little think about that. I think it's got another aspect to it, and that's reports. It's a kind of, I was thinking about this because it's the kind of time of year where some of you will get written reports from us, and I was thinking about trying to sum up students who I meet maybe only 4 times a week, and some of your teachers see you less than that, trying to put something meaningful in writing. And I was thinking about the fact that my perception of my students is obviously limited and may or may not be true, in the same way these obstacle illusions may not be. I think I've just said optical illusions may or not be true. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, you've probably done this thing before, but I'm going to show you some different reports from people that you hopefully will have heard of, and I want you to, your form tutor will stop the presentation so that you can have a little go at deciding who the report was written about. So here's the first one. Oh, just to say, I've replaced the pronoun with different words. So if it says his or her, I've changed it to their, just so that you don't get another clue from further on in the sentence. Right, so who is this? X is a quiet student who needs to stop playing with their motorcycles and learn that music will not make them a livable wage. So, is that Amy Winehouse, David Bowie? Actually, it's David Bowie, isn't it? Sorry about that. Ollie Murs, or is it Valentino Rossi? You have a talk about it in your tutor groups. Yeah, it is actually David Bowie. Right, let's have another one. Who said, oh no, sorry, not who said, about whom was it said, they must try to be less emotional in their dealings with others? Was it Rita Ora? Was it said about Ryland Clark Neal? Was it said about J.K. Rowling? Or was it said about Princess Diana? Stop the slides and have a little talk and see what you come up with. Yeah, it was actually Princess Diana. That's actually more the little girl that she's with, looking emotional there. Okay, another one. Who's this person? This is an actual school report, remember. X's recall of stories about the life of Jesus is quite detailed. Their contributions to discussions show them to be a caring child who responds to the needs of others. Is it Wayne Rooney? Is it Kanye West? Is it Marcus Rashford? Or is it Oprah Winfrey? Have a discussion. Yeah, it is none other than Wayne Rooney. There's a few more. They must learn to speak politely when their requests are refused. They are inclined to sulk if they cannot have their own way. Is that Simon Cowell? Is it Piers Morgan? Is it Joanna Lumley or Beyonce Knowles? Yeah, it's Jo Lumley. This one I've put in because people used to write bizarre reports, school teachers, of things that had no relevance whatsoever to studies. So this one was about this person was what horrible hair you have was written in their school report. So was that written about Daniel Craig, Russell Brand, Donald Trump, or Bill Nye? See what you think. Yeah, it was actually Bill Nye. I hope you know Bill Nye is an actor. This is another one where what was written bears no academic relevance whatsoever. What X lacks in intelligence, they make up for in stupidity. So, was that written about Sue Perkins, Noel Fielding, Prue Leith, or Paul Hollywood? Which one do you think that was? Yeah, Sue Perkins with our bit of a bake-off theme there. And then this final one. About whom was it said? X has a quiet but sweet singing voice. I'm not going to give you any suggestions on this one at all. So have a little think. Yeah, it was none other than me. Look at that sweet little girl there. Who would have thought it would have grown up into me? There we go. So, perspectives. Those people who wrote those reports clearly, okay, they might have had a little bit of truth in them, but clearly no way captured the true nature of those people. So with perception, when we're talking about forming concepts about people, about things, optical illusions, maybe, we all have our own ideas. I'm going to give you some quotes now and you can have a little think about them. So, Catherine Mansfield said, could we change our attitude, we should not only see life differently, but life itself would come to be different. Life would undergo a change of appearance because we ourselves had undergone a change of attitude. That sort of relates back really to what I was saying about perhaps if we're in a situation where we think something about a person or about our friendship, that if we thought differently about it and thought, is my interpretation of it the only interpretation, that we could perhaps see it differently and change it. This one I don't think is very profound, but it did amuse me that this is Jeff Goldblum who says, I think different people see me in different ways. Everyone's got their own perception. Yeah, thanks for that, Jeff. And this one was from Macy Gray. Sorry, I was starting to read it then. Am I a fruitcake? I don't know. Perception is reality. There's perception is all again. What you see me as in your world is what I am. It doesn't matter what I am. So she's really grasped that idea about how we perceive things tends to dominate how we interact, the reality that we perceive. So, final thoughts then. I can only see my students that I was talking about through how I perceive they are presenting themselves to me. So what impression are you making? How close is that to how other people see you, to how you actually are? How could you make sure people see the real you? Are there occasions where we don't want people to see the real us quite deliberately. How do you want to be perceived? Is probably a good place to start. Not that I want to encourage you to think about pretending, but how do you want to be perceived by other people, by your teachers even, and maybe just reflecting on that would be something that was helpful to do. Finally, I could not resist this. With my teaching and learning hat on, my enthusiasm for how teaching happens best and how learning happens best. Hope you can see that. In fact, I don't even think I want to explain it. We'll just leave that in midair at the end of this assembly.